Zeta versus Fairy. Building victory. Battle 1. Engage!
All right. Okay, I just did. Yeah, I'm good. I just didn't actually expect that to be a thing. Okay.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage. Battle 2. Engage. Battle 3. Engage.
Ah, fucking GG. Oh. You know I hope.
Building victory. Battle 1.
Oh fuck. Yeah, okay, that goes up a little higher than I thought it would. Whoa. Ah. I was just trying to walk forward. You just got me walking forward. throw me in that situation.
Battle 3, engage.
Oh. Oh, fuck. That's a punish, yeah. If you special cancel into whip like that, and you can roll it and get a punish.
Building victory.
Yeah, the RPS there is for you to like, I mean, choose not to special cancel, obviously. Oh, that beat my switch. Oh. Mhm. Yep.
Battle 2, engage.
Oh no. Nope. In that situation, when you hit me with your back to the corner, instead of going, if you're gonna go for the high-low, you should try just do the side switch or do up forward JA, so you can put me in the corner, and getting yourself the corner as Fairy is like more important in that situation, especially if you're like that low on HP.
Building victory.
How goes the Grand Blue?
Literally just start.
Oh, beautiful. I am cleaning my room right now, but I might join?
Sounds good. Yep. I should have just went for normal. I thought grabbing.
So the best part about Charlotta being bumped down to A in everyone's tier lists is now Charlotta players are respected.
Never. Oh wow, I was still you were still plus off that.
I'm now inspired to play a halfling for my next D&D character. Oh, are either of you able to stream?
I can stream. Oh, if he's streaming then.
That's fine, that's fine. As long as there is video footage, I'm happy. D&D character.
YouTube.
Victory. Battle.
YouTuber. Well, that was supposed to be a two-way confirm to super, but whatever, that worked. What happened? There's a bit of dash startup, yeah. Like it's slow. Oh fuck, yeah. That's a kill. Yeah. Yeah.
Building victory. Battle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Now I'm the point. You did not special cancel there, so the RPS was me. I'm gonna hit like a button to stop your next one. Oh fuck. Alright, going for the landing punish there is too risky. I shouldn't do that. Your jumpings are massive. What? I didn't get. Oh, what? Oh, please combo. Iron blockable. Oh. Yeah, I blocked Gigi, and then he hit me with ground normal. I was air blocking. That was a checkmate. That was a checkmate.
Oh, that's a shame about the pogo into super.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been so cool. By the way, I never stopped thinking about that Relius player. Going, thank you.
Oh, fuck that guy.
In casuals.
In casual. He would hit me with the gimmick. Like 2 or 3 times. I would learn how to deal with the gimmick. He goes to another one. Thank you.
It's
Okay,
like,
it's
you're
alright.
sitting here, it's like, okay, time to learn how to fight Relius. Get hit by a gimmick. Ah, that's a thing that exists. Thank you.
Fucking Blaze Blue players, man.
I feel a sense of camaraderie whenever I see, like, a high-level Japanese player that I looked up to for stuff. Like Eda, I always loved watching his Chia, loved watching his Makoto. It's great seeing those JP players have the same pattern with character choice. Because I first saw him play Chia, I'm like, ah, yes. Then in BBCP, he played Makoto, I'm like, ah, yes. Now in Granblue, he's playing Charlotte, I'm like, oh, yes, my man. Kind of like how Haitani played Makoto in Third Strike and then played Sasquatch in V7.
Oh, I'm dead. I think that would have. Yeah, no, yeah.
Battle 3.
Ah, fuck. Ah, that'd be 2H. Oh, you should done pull. Pull into close C. I think you could do pull into close C there. Off the X. Oh, please combo. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Ah, that's so annoying. Ugh.
Building victory.
Alright.
Battle 1. Engage.
Ah. Hold on.
Battle 2. Engage. Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
What? With not with throw. I could have learned being punished. What? Okay. You can do that. What the fuck? How are you plus at that?
Oh, Fairy's Tarzan move just straight up punishes it if you do it at the same time as Fireball.
I need a spot dodge. Spot dodge to take my turn there. God. God. Oh, God. There we go.
Battle 2. Engage.
Ah.
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh my god. Oh my god, super!
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Her two A's. Oh.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Ah, too far. Misukabe.
Battle 2. Engage. Battle 1. Engage.
Ah. What? I mean, overhead on I mean on block or oh no EX fireball, yeah, my default.
Battle 2. Engage.
What happened?
5M only combos into whip on
counter hit.
a juggle or grounded counter hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, any M normal has to be counter hit for it to combo.
Battle 1. Engage. Battle 2. Engage.
Oops. Oh, it would say punch, but it was at least. Ah, that was golden. That sucks. I wonder if we would have even gotten the super at that one.
Battle 3. Engage.
bar button is good. Also, I'm glad Fairies B normals have a lower priority level. I can crush them with my B normals.
Battle 2. Engage.
But wake up proxy super always works.
Battle 3. Engage.
That one though. Oh my god, why does my shortcut keep dropping? Fuck the hell. God, the input reader's so strict with shortcut super. So annoying.
The input reader is like just kind of bad in general.
Like, I'll do 236 is fine, but like when I want to do shortcut super, which is just fucking 236, it like comes out as fucking down shortcut half the goddamn time. I hate it.
236 is actually the hardest input in video games, especially in Rambler.
Really? Okay. There you go.
Battle 2. Engage. victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Ah, I thought I won. Oh, that was cool. Ah, I didn't get the rolling ball yet.
Battle 2. Engage.
Walk under.
Battle 3. Engage.
I didn't see what was minus, but come back to me when it's like Sea Viper Ultra minus. If you're less than minus 200 on block, don't even talk to me.
Oh my god, I caught. Ugh. Zeta's buttons are not active enough to actually hit her fucking limbs like that. Ah, I was too far. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, that was-
Battle 2. Engage.
I can do. Oh shit. You're dead. That is counter hit overhead starter. That is just straight up 5k.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
That reminds me of when when Uniel first came out, and I was talking about Linnea's low damage, saying like, "Ah man, I wish she did more than 3k consistently." And Hector was like, "All right, but think of the balance issues." Like he's like, "What if Linnea did more than 3k per combo?" And I just said I would be happy.
And he was like, okay.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh my god. Yeah. Three pogos max into a jump in. So yeah.
Only the first 2 pogos are safe jumps though. So if he pogos twice, you can do your reversal.
Battle 3. Engage.
Can't fucking get tired of this fucking monkey ass character. God damn it. Oh, ass. Jesus. Oh my god, that didn't catch you in your fucking Tarzan. Oh my god, you're just matching closely each time. Fuck.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I can hold it all the way. Oh my god, I can't do that link online. That sucks. Damn it.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh my god, why can't I do that fucking link online?
Battle 3. Engage.
That's not a one. That wasn't.
When the solution to that is whenever you are in any semi-comfortable neutral situation, if you get knocked down, if you're a nice distance away, glance at your opponent's health, glance at your meter, glance at your cooldowns. Oh, also, whenever you start a combo,
Win victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh my god, that'd be my 2-8. What a good play. Oh my god.
Battle 2. Engage. Win victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh fuck, I got you. Ah, no bad. Cool. Oh my god, I can't do the combo online. Oh, I'm dead. Oh.
Battle 3. Engage. Believe in victory.
What?
Battle 1. Engage.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, God. Fuck Tarzan. Shit, that's so annoying to deal with. Asada. God damn it. Give me better 2H. Alright. You're dead.
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh my god. That was dead. God damn it. Got the button early to compensate.
3 cheers for Ferry Sweep.
I'm dead. God. Tarzan. What do I do about Tarzans?
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Just think of how much a god gamer he'll become when you finally master it. That, but I unironically think that every time. All of my hits are hard-earned.
Fuck. Okay. I know what to do.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
There it was, one button into super.
What? I don't give a fuck.
Battle 2. Engage.
Damn, I saw that fray. Literally worse than Hitman.
I'm dead.
Battle 3. Engage. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh. No, no, no. Oh, fuck. I probably just drank my hurt box.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh my god. Fucking why is Phil like this?
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage. Battle 2. Engage.
Ah! Fuck. Fuck. Oh! That was unfortunate.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I think Zeta just jumped higher. Yeah.
Some characters do, yeah.
Both characters have character strengths. It's like how Charlotta has, like, the highest, shortest jump in the game. Highest, shortest, fastest jump, I mean.
Oh my god, my foot teeth.
2, engage!
Oh.
I love seeing Zeta full range 2B into whiffed up lunge.
Oh my god, again. No.
Build-in victory. Battle 1, engage!
Oh, the damage.
Oh,
Ah, Chris, I found your Fiat Rhythm 3DS. The one from years ago that you let me borrow to play Fates.
oh wait, it was lost?
Not lost, I just forgot I had it.
Oh yeah. It's funny because that's not even mine, that's my friend's, and he just never asked for it back. I should let him know, honestly.
We could scrap it and melt it down to slag.
Build-in victory. Battle 1, engage!
Oh fuck.
Battle 2, engage! Battle 3. Engage. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Whoa, what? Oh, fuck, whoops, I got 6-6.
Oh, Frey. When you first mentioned the teabagging thing, did someone like DM you or something? Oh yeah. Oh, that's different. Cause like in fighting games, you'll tend to crouch rapidly anyway. But in like Street Fighter V, when Knuckle Doo throws someone and stuns them, he will very deliberately tap down a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, Knuckle does that thing, it's funny.
Battle 2. Engage.
In that match, I think Ultra David was on commentary, and he was like, "Ah, Knuckle Doo." He did that against like Fudo.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Ah, here's your problem. You're trying to throw tech.
Yeah, you need to learn the OSs. That or take the throw.
Yeah. In Grand Blue Fantasy, getting thrown is no big deal. It is totally okay.
Unless you're fairy.
Unless you're Fairy. Fairy will kill you out of a throw.
Don't get thrown by fairy.
Alright, so do the math. Getting thrown, you take, I believe, 15% health, I'd say.
What the getting thrown is like 1.5. So like yeah, maybe like 15%, about 50%.
How much health do characters have?
9.5 to 11k depending on the character.
Okay, so I'll just say it's 10k. So getting thrown in Grand Blue Fantasy, you'll take like 15% damage. If you get counter hit by an overhead, you're taking like 60%. Depending on the character, of course. But like, you're gonna take a lot of damage. You're better off getting thrown 3 times in a row than getting counter hit even once.
Or just try to block the overhead, or let yourself get hit by the overhead. It's net play, so like, so if I get hit by the overhead, I just go whatever. Fucking.
Also, getting hit by the overheads are +1 on block. Who cares? +1 on hit. Who cares? It's like they barely even still have a turn.
Oh, whoa, no.
So, if you're trying to tech throws, really easy stuff is just like hit a throw, just like pop up. You can do just like jump forward A. Like don't even do a throw tech. You can do, I believe, your shortcut is back special for your reversal.
No, his is forward. His is forward.
Okay, so you do forward EX, like forward EX, clink into throw, like pop up, you know, stuff like that. You always want to make it so that if you don't, if you mess up a throw tech, something other than the throw whiff comes out. You could do the spot dodge throw tech.
Spot dodge throw tech is probably is your best bet against people trying to use overhead to like try and catch your raw teching or whatever.
Yeah, because overhead is very slow on whiff. So you would plink back guard into throw.
Oh fuck, I got footsie.
Oh shit, let me see the footsies.
Ah! I know what that was.
Footsies.
You're probably just subconsciously reacting, because like that's a place where like I also like to go for a throw. Like also, you might just be reacting to the sound as well. Like some people just react to like that. It was like, oh, that's a fucking throw tech. Except when you hear that sound, you do not want to throw. Oh, you don't want a raw throw tech. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh no. Landed early. Shit.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Could just be net play, honestly. Like, I wouldn't worry too much about not blocking overhead on that play.
Just get hit by it and say, I blocked that like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Alternatively, fuzzy mash. If you time your A presses with when you would be in block stun, then if they overhead you, you'll kind of hit them. Unless they do the overhead like needy. But that's also when they're most likely to do it anyway.
What?
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh my god.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh. Oh my god. That's
Battle 2. Engage.
Ah, combo. Nice, yeah.
Down. Battle 3. Engage.
Alright, I'll do like 3 more. It is.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh shit. Oh, reach. Fucking Gauss reach. Ah, that's it. Oh,
Battle 2. Engage.
oh.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, you're talking about when he did 2B into thrust? You were in the corner trying to jump?
Battle 2. Engage.
I might be, yeah. I wasn't sure what angle that was, so I played it safe.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh fuck. Oh no.
Battle 2. Engage. Battle 3. Engage.
Alright, this will be my last one.
Building victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh shit, that wasn't safe then. Okay.
Battle 2. Engage.
I like how Granblue overheads are actually Koihime overheads. They're not there to mix people up. They're there to say you're a masher.
You get the equivalent of a fucking Hogegu, except
Yeah.
the comedy.
You do overheads specifically to counter hit people.
Yeah, right now you just need to learn your throw OSs because you can't just if you get caught in the habit of just like raw throw teching, well, I mean, you die. You take like 50%. It's like, That's next on the homework list.
Cleaning my room is a larger project than I thought. I have a full track of stuff.
Oh, jeez.
My room was legit depression tier stuff.
I mean, when I get sick, like my room just becomes a mess.
However, I'm not far from being done. It's gonna take a while. Who am I kidding? It's starting to look nice, but yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Oh man, I'm falling asleep and I need more coffee.
Go get some coffee.
You should come to my house because I make some banging coffee.
Oh man, I just buy like Starbucks drinks and hope it keeps me awake.
You gotta get you like a French press, a manual burr grinder, and then you start ordering some nice beans. And you will crave the coffee. Not just for the effects. You'll be like, damn, I could go for a nice, like, smooth, delicious cup of coffee.
I bet. I gotta learn to appreciate some of stuff I consume on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, life is so much better when you learn to like, when everything is art, life is better.
That's good.
Let's practice the Mago Tit.
I need to go back to training mode and set Gran to just like do buttons. Cause if I already determined if Gran is at tip range for like any of his buttons, they just win. So I have to like, I have to figure out ways to like, punish him by like I have to whiff punish Gran. I cannot counter Gran.
I got bodied by a Grand Online. I lost like 10 in a row. Felt like he
Gran-
needed half the hits that I needed to like win.
That's Gran. When you're fighting it, especially when fighting Gran, that's when I say either OS or just take the throw.
Makes sense.
Throw you about 5 times in order to like get the equivalent of one like big confirm. So if you get thrown 4 times in a row by Gran, that's fine.
I definitely overestimated the importance of second throw.
It's important.
Like in some games, getting thrown is really bad, but usually people only do throws to chip at your willpower. So that's when it becomes important to say, no, I I will just block.
Because for Fairy, right, throws are so good. But for everyone else, they probably aren't
Yeah.
nearly as good.
Fairy's different.
Yeah.
Also, this does not apply to Street Fighter V. In Street Fighter V, getting thrown is apocalyptic.
Man, I've been meaning to buy Street Fighter 5. It looks cool.
Street Fighter V is finally a good game. It only took them 5 years, but now it's like really fun and characters are cool and stuff.
Did they fix the netcode?
It's more playable than the average anime game netcode. But like,
I heard there was some hilarious shit where they just didn't do a thing that someone did in like 2 days. And then
so
he
what
released a
happened
patch.
was there was a user mod for PC where it just made the netcode so much better. Because Street Fighter V uses rollback, which is a step forward, but it's terrible rollback. It makes it so that like it does the Gears of War system where like the host is like, wow, everything's fine, but like player 2 will have like player 1 teleport all over the screen and stuff.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
So there was a PC mod that made it so that if player 2 is pinging too much, then it will reset player 1's state as well as player 2's state. And it was super good. Everyone was like, wow, this is amazing. The only downside was if a PC player played against a PS4 player and the PC player was using the mod, it would just, the match would not run well at all. Because,
Oh.
mods.
I'm surprised there is crossplay at all, you know?
Yeah. So Ono, who is like the executive producer / everything of Street Fighter V, was like, we hear your voices and we are doing something about it. So they made it so that the netcode is barely better, but also it like checks your game files when you play online. So the PC mod does not work anymore.
Oh my god. That's unfortunate. Oh, they
Fucking
actually
right.
released?
Oh no! Rising Thunder was the game that Seth Killian's team was making before Riot acquired them.
So Rising Thunder, did it ever like release?
No, Rising Thunder was a open public beta.
Oh, I see.
It was a game. It was basically the first of its kind. It's the one where it's like you got cooldowns for your specials, except this time specials are guaranteed 1-button inputs. Like there is no haha, we only pretend to be accessible. It's like legit the only way you can do specials is by doing the cooldowns and the 1-buttons. So it was like executionally very easy. It was fun. It was cool. Lots of normies played it. So playing online, especially day one, was amazing. I played as what was her name? Shell?
Estrella. I know her name was Estrella.
Oh no, that's the name of her special move.
Yeah.
Her name was like Shell or something. She was like a Mexican girl bot, and she was basically Ryu. You shoot your Hadoukens, you do your Shoryukens, and I just zoned people out online, and it was so funny.
That's funny.
That game was really fun. Then they got acquired by Riot, and they went underground for like 4 years.
No longer than that at this point.
So yeah, I am looking forward to the Riot fighting game, because if it's anything like Rising Thunder, it's going to be fun and cool and have good netcode.
I will main Lux.
I will main. Wow, I don't know anyone except for the Fox Girl.
Ari.
That's fine. You
Yeah,
can main
and I
her.
only know her from that one Dojin.
Oh my god. Literally everyone will main Ari. I will main Ezreal if it's
You know, it was funny. I wasn't gonna play the way I got into League was one my friend Pinto. I was like, you know what? Unless I have Ari, I'm not fucking playing that game.
Oh my god.
And this is back when like you could like do like exploits a lot easier. So he just hacked RP into my account, bought Ari, and said, "Okay, you're playing now." I was like, "Okay, fine, fine."
Oh my god. Now they just give her to you for free. Make a new account.
Really?
Yeah, because they know she's the reason like half the population installs League of Legends.
You're looking through the Grand Blue Gallery. The funny thing was, someone was like, "Hey everyone, Asanagi did an illustration." And it turned out to be a different Asanagi.
I was so mad. I was like, "Oh my."
Because it's Asanagi in katakana, as opposed to, like, you know, the Asanagi, which is in kanji.
Wait, who is Asanagi supposed to be?
Asanagi is Fatal Pulse.
Fatal Pulse? I don't know what that is.
Fatal Pulse, he is a Arrow Dojin artist,
Oh!
where he basically makes Dojin manga, Arrow manga, where, like, the girls get Riona'd,
Oh my god.
and they get like brainwashed and stuff, and corrupted and all that. But
They used to be hopped up on meth a lot, but he kind of chilled about that, which is
yeah,
funny.
he doesn't do drugs anymore.
He does it once in a while, but
Yeah.
like it's not like he does it every other fucking dojin anymore.
But like the central theme is that they all eventually go, "I'm but a mere woman. I am meant to be. I am meant to please the man."
Oh my god.
He will use the word baka.
And put the kanji for Onna.
So like, yeah, the word will be baka, and the furigana will be the kanji for onna.
That's awful.
It's fucking great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey man, there's no room for civility when it comes to porn.
There can be. Sometimes.
There can be, but it's not mandatory. Oh, there are no rules.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, it's very funny, but it chooses its audience. Not for everyone.
The two are.
And is it the same guy where like someone sent him like a death threat? It's like blah 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 blah. Like he dropped like degenerate shit. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you. And then he just drew like some twin-tailed, like short-stacked like bitch, like just saying the exact same thing. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm looking for this Asanagi fellow.
Yeah,
Katakana
you're gonna find
Asanagi.
the Asanagi that has nothing to do with
Yeah.
like.
I found him. This is a good picture.
It's a good picture. It is not Asanagi, and it is not his art style either. Asanagi he draws like super thick short, super thick girls. That's his thing.
Yeah, he loves his Grand Blue Draft dojins.
Oh my god, his Grand Blue Draft dojins are so good.
He likes
So,
breaking their
lore,
horns.
he made it so that the lore in Grand Blue is that draft women specifically are the lowest form of life.
Oh my god.
There's one where Cagliostro gets captured, and like in his newest
He's a fucking
anthology, in his newest compilation, he did a sequel to it where she gets bioengineered to become a draft, and she's like, "No, I become a draft." Like I'm a walking Ona hole. I'm just going down the list of these. these like straight up nasty descriptions, and she's like, "Why did it have to be a female giraffe?" It's so funny. He has a certain style.
I can imagine.
Oh my god. Okay. You know, all that shit I said about Pogo, that's a fucking lie. So I was experimenting because I just had to make sure. So the only way you can DP it is if I choose to leave a gap. So like the RPS is because like if I do immediate pogos, they're all airtight.
I see. So there's no room to DP the pogos.
No, there is. It's
If
an
he- if
RPS.
he makes it.
Yeah, like you have to find the gap. You have to figure.
but
You
do
have to
you gain
RPS
anything
which
from-
one I'm gonna put the gap on.
Do you gain anything from doing a gap?
What? I make my pogo deeper, and it sets up more mix-up. And like if you start respecting the gap, I can do shit like like deep pogo, land anti low.
I see. Dunno. I can't wait for this katana girl to come.
Oh, Narumeya?
Yeah, that girl.
She's good design. It's very funny how, for her like character intro when she goes into battle, she's like, she's like, oh, it seems we must fight. But when she goes to unsheath her sword, she like
straddles it.
sensually strokes her hand up it, going up to the hilt before unsheathing it.
That's real
It's
good.
like, yes, this lady is here for combat.
Also, she has like no self-worth and shit too. She's like that character. Like her character song is about her. It's like about the dream of like the butterfly or whatever. That fucking Chinese poem shit. I forget what it's called. Where she's like just trying to like find like her worth and whatnot, and it's cute. Except, and then when I see her fucking do her thing and the Gramble intro, I was like, okay, honestly, I don't know why they made her do that. That's not a thing she would do. That's legit not a thing she would do. She's too busy going,
And it's funny because, like, if you look at her facial expression, it is one of determination. It is one of a warrior going into combat. But she has to stroke the sword as she's doing it.
Okay, it's for the fucking dudes, man.
But it's so cool that she has an Odachi. My favorite weapon.
Man. You know, next time we play, I will play Gran. That will definitely teach you not to throw tech.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Fucking okay.
It makes me mad that Gran can purposefully misspace his level 2 so that he can combo after it, and he doesn't even do less damage. Like, all the damage from his level 2 is from the initial fireball.
Yes.
Definitely a character.
I need to lab Basaraga.
Here begins Fate's
Got it.
episode.
Basaraga did his, like, walking move, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna super his ass. And then he
Oh.
just armor through it and killed me.
Yeah.
Lancelot versus
Oh my god, is it the same Lancelot I was fighting earlier? Nope. Okay,
Yeah. Lawayne, I think I got that matchup.
good. Lawayne supers are like, what?
Learn the minigame, son.
Okay, so, like,
building victory.
against the,
1. Engage.
against what's super against Yugu, then like yeah, you have to learn it. But when he does the human ladder, the human pyramid, that super sucks.
You still have to lab it though, because that thing can catch you. You have to be careful. Like, it's a bad super, but like, you still have to be moderately careful. Because at the end, you're still playing a goddamn minigame.
Yeah. They need to play that from Mario Party. See, that's the spirit. Just take those overheads.
I thought about you when I did that. God, I'm so bad at this game. Fighting games are hard.
Fighting games are hard, and you're always fighting against people who like play it night and day. So it's like, it's not even that fighting games themselves are super hard, which they are, but it's also you're playing against people who like play fighting games all the time.
Yeah. I saw that Sajam video today.
Which one?
The one about fighting games not really being much harder than other genres.
Yeah. My favorite point of his is that, like, when it comes to execution, like, oh, you gotta learn these super optimal combos, his thing's like, you don't have to when you're starting. Just, like, find your anti-air, find your basic confirm, and play.
Uh-huh.
And then you learn the other stuff later.
Yep. I usually feel bad not knowing a combo though. Because I can't confirm above anything. Or like, I don't get a reward for hitting my things.
My reward is that I said, I killed you technically. Even if I lose, I say, I killed him technically.
Oh my god, this motherfucker just mashed out of my Oki. I guess that's normal.
Oh yeah, also you need to clean up. You need to clean up your set play also. That too.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to. What is it? You need to do your set play with more intentionality. I think that's the word.
That was
Oh my god.
main nemesis when I was playing Milia. Oh, no.
Milia's different. I remember, like, Steve. I remember Lord Knight. For the first, like, year and a half of playing Milia, he would just drop his tandem discs all the time. Because you have to do micro dash tandem. So, like, just think of it that way. The Lord Knight was dropping Milia discs.
Oh my god.
It was so funny.
I think everything I do needs more intentionality. Oh my god, this guy really likes overheads.
The best way to play with intent, like as early as possible, is by actually like the way I do it is by not doing, you know, super optimal combos and stuff. I will just be like, I will do my ground mode, I will do my anti-air. Because like if I can reduce my choices to I hit this one button, then it makes it so much easier to play with intent. And then as I get comfortable, I'll expand my move list. However, you are playing Fairy. She is the most effort character in the game.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Let me think about that. Percival.
Percival?
To play Percival well, you need to know how to stock management. Like that's the only way that character can be good, if you know how to manage stocks. Because Percival is like forced to use stocks with his B normals and with his B specials. So, depending on how many stocks you have to weigh whether or not you want to use like A or C version of a move versus B, because it is like when you have stocks, it essentially changes up your moveset, which changes how you have to react to certain situations. Then I'll probably give it to Fairy.
Yeah, you're playing one of the big boys.
Damn. I have a talent for choosing how to pilot characters.
That's why you slowly work it into your game plan and not worry about being perfect. Like when you were first playing, you were like, all right, I'm gonna do 5B and I'm gonna do 2B and I'm gonna do my whip thing, and I'm not even gonna do set play, and that's like totally cool.
Right.
And now lately you've been integrating your Tarzan swing into your gameplay. So as long as you keep doing new stuff and keep working towards something, then it's like, yeah, sure, you're doing good.
This motherfucker did the close L every time I went for a throw, and I died to it. Anyways.
There you go. That's when you just button him.
Alright, what time is it? Is it like 6:10? Yeah, it's like 6:20. Alright, I will see you guys later. I need to go eat.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, GG's. See you guys around.
See ya.
Alright, I am still cleaning.
Oh my god.
Battle 2.
Oh, I messed up. I took an hour and a half nap instead of 30. But an hour and a half is not enough to kill me.
To what?
I am still what's up?
It's not enough to what?
Not enough to kill me.
Oh, to kill you. Yeah. I just drank caffeine instead of taking a nap. God, why is this game so hard?
He overheaded you, and then he caught you for mashing afterwards.
Yep.
I would just like, if I get overheaded, I would just be like, either DP or block.
Character select. Fairy.
Alright, what's next?
Oh, I probably should have cleaned my room myself. Wait, what day is it even? It's Tuesday. Yeah. get it every time in training mode, but then in an actual match I can't do the motion.
This training mode is not stressful.
Yeah.
Oh, are you trying to do 2 buttons into quarter circle forward?
Yeah,
That is
Well-
the hardest thing.
the double quadricycle forward. Literally impossible. Oh my god.
Oh, I never do double.
I heard if you use a shortcut button, super damage is lower.
I say, who cares? I am fully aware of that, and I use the shortcut anyway.
I guess the consistency is better than like.
I ain't trying to win Evo. Even if I were trying to win Evo, I would use shortcuts.
Mentally, I don't think. Turning mode.
For certain characters, it does. Like, for like Festiva.
Oh, okay.
For Festiva, if you have to do like the 720 motion,
Oh my
otherwise you lose out on like 1k damage.
god. Well,
And I still don't care. If I play as Festiva, I'm doing the shortcut. Think about it this way. Justin Wong. Justin Wong will just pick a character and hit like 1 button all the way to top 8.
I think I heard Sajam said that today.
He said that, so he was going down the character select list,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what he said about Catalina.
Yeah,
He's like,
right.
this is the character that Justin Wong is going to hit 1 button with all the way to Evo top 8. But like, think about it this way. Have you followed Third Strike at all? Street Fighter 3 Third Strike?
I don't follow it.
Do you know anything about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know about Chun-Li's Kara throw?
I know Kata throw. Is that it?
Yeah, Kata throw.
Uh-huh.
Or Kata Nage, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Your Kara throw is where you plink medium kick into light punch, light kick at the same time. Just plink it into throw. And Chun-Li, like, that is one of her most dangerous tools. Part of the reason why she is like the best character in the game. Because she can threaten you with throw from a very far distance. Justin Wong does not do that. He never learned how to do it. Even though it's easy to do, he doesn't do it. And he still wins tournaments in Third Strike to this day.
Oh, so just still being played?
Yeah, Third Strike is still played. So in Japan, Third Strike regularly has like monthly tournaments with like 100 players or more.
Oh wow.
Third Strike is still really big in Japan, even after 20 years. In America, it's not quite as big, but there's something called the Jazzy Circuit, which is like, you know, Third Strike has its own league
Uh-huh.
where you play to compete into like to get points to go to like the Jazzy Circuit Invitational. It's really cool. But yeah, Justin Wong still like with Chun-Li, just basic baby bullshit with her. Never Kara throws. He never even does her he never even super cancels his close heavy kicks when he gets punishes. He plays the most boring white bread room temperature water Chun-Li imaginable
Room temperature.
and like wins.
That's good.
So, dude, if you want to do shortcuts, even if it gives you less results, like, who cares? Just do it.
I guess. Thing is, I don't have enough space, real estate on my hitbox to like, or well, any stick for that matter. Have both the guard button and the shortcut button. You know, without moving my
It's a
fingers.
6-button game. It's Street Fighter.
Yeah. used to that many buttons, so moving my fingers is weird.
Yeah, so you choose between getting used to the 6 buttons or you learn to do the full motion.
Yeah.
Me, I chose 6 buttons. But I also play a charge character, so a lot of times it's
yeah.
an easy motion anyway.
Also, Charlotta shortcuts allow you to use it without actually charging it,
Which is amazing. Objectively good design. There's nothing better than running at someone and then doing sumo slam. Your flash kick, your reversal DP.
I had an interesting Charlotta drill. I wonder if it's still. Oh, I picked Lancelot by mistake. I can't wait for PS5 so I don't have to deal with this loading times anymore.
Joke's on you, they're gonna make games even bulkier.
But it'll have an SSD. Everything is forgiven.
They will make the game so much more bulky.
Oh god, nothing is saved. Gotta record everything from scratch. Probably doesn't even like help that much. I gotta do it earlier. Way earlier. Wow. What is that with
What are you trying to do?
this?
22C.
Yeah. For some time I can only not get it when I'm recording. What is going on?
I would not mash light if you're doing it. Like, I see that you're just hitting L really fast. Actually, wait, I think I mash.
We just gotta cue it.
What's up? What's up?
I just gotta cue it. Let's try it out. I almost got it. Then I don't have to cue the after. Yeah, I think I got this. Yep. other option. Now I can train. But this is a really easy train because I can just option select it. Yes, I don't. Oh, it's being over and over again.
BRB.
Just gotta hit the button with intentionality. You don't get it every time.
Okay, I'm gonna sit for a little bit. I still got a lot to do, but the room is starting to look nice.
Okay, I'm having to clean on Tuesday though.
Having to clean what?
On a Tuesday.
I'm unemployed, I don't have any days.
You know that feeling? I'm supposed to have school, but I don't go to class anyways. This suddenly goes from impossible to cake to impossible to cake. And it's only on the left side. Or right side, I guess. Player 2 side.
Look at your input history. You're playing on Hitbox, right?
Yeah. But that looks clean.
not. So I'm not good at hitbox when it comes to doing fast motions.
I think I'm just hitting the button too late, maybe? No.
At first, I was like, "Oh yeah, hitbox all the way, baby. Oh yeah." And then I played some King of Fighters 13, and that game is just impossible on hitbox.
Is it?
That
Yeah,
game's
that's okay.
great. All right, check this out. Like to play as Kyo Kusanagi, the main character. There, you have to do 623H 421 light kick,
What the fuck?
like fast, like ba 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 ba. And I was like, all right, I ain't no piano virtuoso. This is not happening.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember KOF 13 spending a lot of time trying to get the missions done.
Oh,
Really?
KOF 13 has my favorite mission mode in fighting games.
It was good. I remember it fondly.
KOF 13 is also just one of my favorite games.
I remember watching
Oh.
Evo KOF 13 and it was the hypest shit ever.
Yeah. KOF 13 is also like, when people talk about fighting games being hard, KOF 13's actually hard. Oh, so I think like 2 days ago, I was like, you know what? I think I'm a fan of Atlas. I think I'm an Atlas fan. So I'm gonna go down their major catalog in release order.
In release order.
Release order. Playing the latest version of any given game.
The Atlas Wikipedia. See what they got.
I omitted a bunch of games because Atlas made a lot of games, and a lot of them no one really considers good.
First game they made is Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei.
Yes, so I played Kyu-Yaku Megami Tensei for the Super Nintendo because that is like a remake of those two games. I died of old Game Shock. And the second game somehow was less quality of life than the first. Because they made the menus worse.
Oh god.
So yeah, original Megami Tensei games, completely unplayable. Next up was Shin Megami Tensei. There it is. Played it for a few hours. I was like, alright. This game does not spew acid in my eyes. But again, after a few hours, I was like, this is an early Super Nintendo RPG.
Yep.
It is cool that you negotiate with demons in the first place. That was like a big deal back then. But
Oh my god, this game looks Gato.
oh yeah. But the thing is, for the time, that was like, alright, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I played Shin Megami Tensei 2 after that. And, well, it looks the same and it plays the same. So I was like, I don't think I'm not going to do it again. Hold on, wait, let me break out the dock. 'Cause what did I play after that? Alright, the next was Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner. Trash.
Oh god.
Because now we're getting into like the Sega Saturn games and stuff. And the worst part about 90s RPGs is that let's say going from the Super Nintendo to the PlayStation was like 1 point of like console power. With every point of console power developers went up, they would go like 3 points in like graphical ambition. So like now the game is even slower than a Super Nintendo game because they want you to see everything, except it still doesn't look good.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Also, the gameplay is the same as Shin Megami Tensei 1 and 2.
Well,
I get to Soul Hackers. It's another Sega Saturn dungeon crawling Shin Megami Tensei. I'm like, God, you know, this is 1997. Final Fantasy VII came out.
oh god, it is.
So like, playing early 90s, well, not just early, playing 90s Atlas RPGs made me so appreciative of Squaresoft.
Oh my god.
Because you can play Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
You can play all of them. Those are video games.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I tried to play the 90s Atlas games and I just shrivel up and die. Oh, while I'm at it, I was like, since Atlas and Vanillaware are like super tight knit, I also threw Vanillaware's games into the catalog as well.
Vanillaware. You know, every time I try to play their games, it's like they look amazing, but I fail to see. It's like a piece of cake, right?
Okay.
Because cake, to me, I don't really enjoy eating cake. I don't like sweets, I think.
Okay.
The reason I eat cake is because you're gonna have to forgive me. I am extremely sleepy.
Yeah.
This analogy makes sense inside my head. You can fill in the gaps.
Everyone else likes cake. You don't like cake, but you eat it anyway to see if it's good anyway.
Something like that, yeah.
You'll be like, I'll give it another shot.
There's so many different tastes of cake. I'm like, well, I'll give it a shot. And then I'm like, well, that was certainly cake. That's my
Okay.
experience with Vanillaware.
So imagine. So in my case, it's like, imagine you're trying to eat cake, but it was a recipe from before sugar existed. So instead, they use garlic salt.
That's
And
funny.
then every new cake you had, they would say is a different recipe, but it's the exact same recipe.
That's good.
So then I got to my first Vanillaware game in 1997, Princess Crown. That game had beautiful sprite work, but I played that for like a hot second and I was like, ooh, you can't, this is unplayable. Just because everything is sluggish. Bleh, it just feels bad to play. Then I got now, well no, not now, then I got to Persona 2.
Oh god,
I-
Persona 2.
I skipped Persona 1 because nobody says that game is playable.
But you went through like Shin Megami Tensei 1. How bad can Persona 1 be?
Yeah, it's like early PlayStation game, so everything's slow and has long loading times, and like, also that game is apparently super grindy. Like even for a 90s RPG, it is super grindy. But so is PlayStation. So is Persona 2. Persona 2 is really easy, but also like nothing kills me more than menus having startup and recovery.
I know, right? Yeah. Did you
But-
play Persona 2 to completion?
Did not play it to completion. Right now, I'm palate cleansing with Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, which is perfect. Not only is Nocturne the first, like, fun to play Atlas game, it's actually like, it's just super strong in general. Like, you can tell when Atlas was making it, they were like, our company will die if this game is not good.
Oh my god.
So it's like everyone just, what do you call it? What is that? Super Instinct Goku?
Oh man, they came out with Nocturne like 11 months after they released Shin Megami Tensei 2.
Oh, they came up with it. Yes.
Oh, hold on, no, this is a remake of Shin Megami Tensei 2.
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
The original Shin Megami Tensei 2 came out in 1994.
Yeah. So Nocturne's press turn battle system, sick music, minimal yet meaty story, and beautiful aesthetic, straight up saved the company. I remember the then president of Atlas saying, like, if Nocturne wasn't as good as it was, the company would have gone out of business.
Damn.
And yeah, Nocturne is like a pretty amazing game.
You know what? That reminds me of Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh yeah.
Also, Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah.
And then that's when Atlas's golden age starts. Because you get Nocturne, then you get Digital Devil Saga, then you get Trauma Center Under the Knife, then you get Persona 3, then you get Etrian Odyssey 1. Actually, I don't know if that game's good. It's probably not.
Etrian Odyssey 1 is a very necessary game to make something amazing. That's Etrian Odyssey 5.
Yeah.
The latter Etrian Odysseys wouldn't have been able to be made without the experimentation. Like Atlus went hard on the first Etrian Odyssey games. They just went for it. They were the equivalent of mashing on Wake Up.
Yep.
They just went for it, and Etrian Odyssey 1 and 2 are kind of shit, but the series became something really, really amazing, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, like, as soon as Atlas hit the 2000s, they became the kings. Still niche, but, like, to me, like, 2000s Atlas gameplay, actually, like, and they only got better at it. They only got better at combat and stuff.
Yep.
So, like, I think it's funny how a lot of people are really cynical about Atlas. They're like, oh god, they lost their way. Atlas sucks now. But I got this catalog here right in front of me.
Oh man, I forgot. Radiant Historia is an Atlas game.
Radiant Historia.
Holy shit,
Yep.
they're just packed with Kamige.
2010, Radiant Historia.
Yeah.
And I'm just, even looking at their later games, well, I'm saying even as if they're somehow worse. I'm looking at their games from, like, the mid to late 2010s. They slowed down their development cycles. Which is, like, good. Because, like, back in the 90s and early 2000s, they were, like, pumping out games. And none of them were good. But yeah, now it's like they're in 2015 onward. You got your Tokyo Mirage session, which is apparently really cool.
Yeah, I gotta get to that game at some point.
You got your Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, which I hear is really good. Etrian Odyssey 5, Persona 5, Persona Q2, Etrian Odyssey Nexus. Yeah, at some point, Atlas was just like... At this point, I'm just like, whatever, to the people that, like, are cynical for some reason. Because now I'm like, Atlas is, like, incredible.
Yeah. Honestly, what they've done with Persona 5, like, the game clearly has some issues, but it's everything I expected out of the ideal Persona game, you know?
Yeah.
So it just leaves me really excited to what they're gonna do in the future.
I hope for Persona 6. Like, I feel like Persona 5 is like the farthest they could take that system.
Possibly. Yeah, maybe. I feel like they can get the narrative elements a little strong. Did you ever finish Persona 5, by the way?
No, I paused at right after the third Kaneshiro.
Yeah, the third one. Yeah, I would like to see them like go for a more refined narrative experience. I feel like all the Persona games are kind of whack. 3 is amazing, but it's still pretty whack.
So the only problem with 3 is that mid-game sucks.
Yeah, it's
And it's not like, and it has nothing to do with the actual writing on a micro level, because the characters never stop being great. You just don't get enough of them. Like, and so like what makes Persona 3 so cool, I consider it the most ambitious Atlus game, and also the one that hits the highest highs. Because Persona 3 was just like so focused on one single theme. Every part of that game was designed to support that theme. Every mechanic, like everything that I took for granted in Persona 5 actually meant something in Persona 3. Like Persona 4, and 5, you got the school year calendar. And I'm like, all right, yeah, it's a school year calendar. Cool, you're a modern day, high school kid. When like it was like, the school year is supposed to be like a microcosm of like the human lifespan.
oh man.
And then I was like, when you do social links and stuff with the arcana, the arcana cards, the tarots and stuff, and I'm like, the arcana, like the tarot cards IRL were made to represent different stages of man's life. And, that's a big thing with Persona 3, because it's all about accepting the inevitability of death.
Right. Yeah, that's the whole central theme. The whole game's centered around that.
Yeah, and the date, like time management. It's like, at first it's like, that's pretty cool. It makes it so that you gotta manage time. And then I'm like, it's because time moves forward and it waits for no one. You're going towards your inevitable death. Oh, like all of this stuff that I was like, this is cool flavor stuff, was like super important in Persona 3.
Right.
I would love to see Atlus go that hard in a game again. Because they haven't gone that hard before, and they haven't gone that hard since.
I don't know if they will, because it's very hard to justify that when Persona is so mainstream now and lucrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, apparently Persona 5 Scramble is like good.
Persona 5 Scramble. What is that?
It's their action game. It is a direct sequel to Persona 5. I thought it was.
Oh my god, Muso.
It looked like it was going to be a Muso, but apparently it plays more like Tales of Combat.
Oh, I see.
But
Set 6 months. Excuse me, 6 months after the events of Persona 5. It follows Joker and the rest of the Phantom Thieves of Hearts as they investigate a series of mysterious events involving people across Japan. I see.
They are working on 2 other games right now. Or at least, they are publicly working on 2 other games. Shin Megami Tensei 5, which is probably going to be cool. And also they have Project Re Fantasy. And that is what I'm super excited for.
Project Re Fantasy. I wonder what that is.
So, if you go to the website, they talk about how what set Atlus apart back in the beginning was that everyone was making these RPGs in like fantasy world. Everyone was basically making Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
Dragon Quest is basically D&D, all this other stuff. And then Atlus was like, what if we make an RPG in like modern Tokyo? And then apocalyptic Tokyo, stuff like that. And that's like what set them apart. Even with like Persona 2, they're like, with the Persona series, they're like, ooh, what if it takes place in like a high school, and it's like you got all these occult things happening, and like nowadays everyone makes their RPGs in high school or whatever. Everything's all about schools and stuff. Even like the Kiseki series is about schools. So then Atlas was like, hey, we're gonna make a fantasy RPG.
Right, I'm seeing the trailer. Yeah.
So that I'm super excited for.
I wonder what a game like this, out of Atlas, will turn out like.
Yeah.
Wow.
At this point, I'm like, man, Atlas, whatever you want to do, go for it. I'm behind you.
You know what I really want him to do? I really want him to do something like Eterno Odyssey, but for the Nintendo Switch. Because I think that game really would benefit a lot from not having to map shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like mapping. I think it's cute. It like takes more time, and I guess the novelty might wear off for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I never get tired of it.
I guess it's a reason like 50% of people who played Eterno Odyssey even heard of the game. They're like, oh my god, you can make your own map?
Yeah.
But then by the time you play your third Eterno Odyssey game, it's like, okay, yeah, I know how this works.
By the time I play my third Etrian Odyssey game, I'm like, oh yeah, I can draw my own map.
Okay, man. I am dying inside. I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, actually, I have an exam tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I was planning. Nice. I was planning on taking a nap or something, but that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna go ahead and force myself, study whatever I need to